It's 100.3 Phillies R&B. Mina Saywhat in your midday. I got a very familiar face. I've met this guy before. I've had very in-depth conversation. Broomall's own Drizzy P in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Young
sir.
Money in the building. We got people here. Can we get some claps? Listen.
Yeah, come on, man.
This guy's representing one of the most powerful labels of the 2000s, the new generation of Young Money, Drizzy P.
Yeah.
Hi, so happy to have you in studio.
I appreciate you having me.
Listen, I appreciate you because when I came back from maternity leave, I just had the baby.
Yeah.
I had like a little impromptu, very private welcome back party,
Right.
and you came through and we had a very deep conversation. And ever since then, I've been watching you, and
I couldn't miss it. I couldn't miss it.
you're
It was
out
a
here
vibe,
doing your
too.
thing.
Mhm.
We had a good time. It was like
Hell
intimate,
yeah.
but we was
Hell
turning
yeah.
up.
Right. Yep.
So tell me how your life has changed since then, because when I first met you, it was kind of still fresh that you had been signed to Young Money, Lil Wayne, Mac Main, that whole situation.
Yep.
Now I'm seeing you doing freestyles. You're out here doing interviews. How are things different right now?
No, we're going crazy. Just trying to stay busy. Right now we're gearing up for tour next week, so that's a blessing. It's gonna be my first tour, so I'm excited for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to ask that because, I listened to your music. After I met you, I started, going in, listening to everything. And you had mentioned that, like, I never even been on a tour, So you're preparing and gearing up for your first tour. How many dates is on this?
I believe 29.
29 dates.
29.
That's hefty, sir.
Yeah.
Are you practicing?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
But God got me. So I'll
God
be
got
good.
you. Love it. And you know the secret about the tea. You know that the tea will
gotta
help you
have
get
tea.
through that.
I tell him all the time, make sure they have tea everywhere I go. I need the tea.
I love it.
Got to.
So, Broomall, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You started rapping at what's the age?
13.
13 years old.
Yeah.
So how does a kid from Broomall that started rapping at 13 years old get signed to Lil Wayne?
That's a good question. That's a question I ask myself every day, to be real. But just meeting the right people, like my manager. I'm so blessed to have him. Like, he just had all the right connections and got me to where I needed to be.
Your talent, sir.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can have the connection.
Of course.
But if you ain't Lil Wayne, Mac Main material, it don't matter what you got, right?
No, that's a fact.
The talent.
That's a fact for sure. For sure.
How'd you get your name, Drizzy P?
So my friends, just before I started music, like, they just always called me Drizzy. I don't know why. I really don't know why at all, but it just stuck with me, and I was like, I don't know what else I could really call myself, so I'm going to just do that, and I just added the P for my last name.
Yeah.
And, of course, Mr. Put It On and all that, so the P stands for Put It On.
Put it on. So we talked about how Young Money is probably one of the most important labels of the 2000s, produced countless, Tyga, Nicki Minaj, Drake, out of all people.
Yep.
So you being that new wave of Young Money, does that change how you feel about yourself, or did you always feel this way forever, even before you had that title?
What you mean?
Like, does that change how you look at yourself, you being a part of that?
Not necessarily. I mean, I kind of just, regardless of where I was, it was like everything. Like, I'm not too, like, I love Young Money. Like, it's a blessing to be here. I grew up listening to him. But regardless, like, I'm always focused just on me. I feel like nothing really is going to, whatever the circumstances is, not going to change who I am or how I look at myself. Yeah.
I was asking that because, some people get the ego and that starts going, like, oh, I'm a part of this situation. It might change how they act but I like that you're humble. You're
Very
like,
humble, yeah.
I felt this way before I was even signed to them.
Always.
So you had your own independent label that you actually released albums on even before this situation. So now you know the grind of being an independent artist. Yeah. Now that you're signed, is it that's still that same grind, or do you now have extra help?
It's still, I mean, there's definitely extra help, but it's still the same grind, but 10 times harder. Because when you get to a label, your life doesn't change. It's more of now it's more like, now you're battling with the big dogs now. So it's like, you're not just, you know what I'm saying? You're not just in Little League no more. This is the major leagues now. So you got to make yourself a priority to them.
Yeah. Who do you have in your corner right now? Like, what does your support system look like?
Of course, my manager, Geedy, all of above nothing. My family, friends, of course, Young Money, Wayne, all of them, everybody.
Because I saw that you FaceTime with Mac Main, and he was giving you kind of like encouragement.
Yeah.
You know, I always wonder, some people get signed and that's it.
Right.
It seems like you have the mentorship part
of course.
that's coming from that.
Of course.
You know, so I think that's vital, and I'm happy to hear that you say, you know, they're in your corner and you know, helping you get to that next level.
Yep. All advice. They always give me advice whenever I ask. So
your freestyles are going crazy right now. Why do you think? What do you think draws people to you?
I just been working so hard on my craft that I think that they're starting to notice it. I think it's the hunger too in the raps. I feel like that's what people are really drawn to me about.
How do you develop that?
I feel like it's God-given.
Yeah.
To be real. I mean, you could develop it, but not everybody got it. For real.
Hello, a word.
from
Drizzy P.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people that can't freestyle?
I mean, it's not. I don't think you have to be a good freestyler. Like, a lot of people are just good at making music. You know what I'm saying? Good at just creating songs. But if you have that in your arsenal, that's like definitely a blessing, because I feel like freestyling nowadays is so huge. Like, every platform wants you to freestyle now. So if you got that, that's definitely a blessing to have that.
It's funny you say that, because there are artists that only make songs and can't freestyle.
Right.
Back in the day, it used to be where you used to just have to be able to freestyle.
Yeah.
And somewhere along the line, it changed.
Yeah.
You know, so do you think that if someone can't freestyle, that it changes your opinion on their artistry or them as an artist?
No.
Would you write for other people?
Hell yeah.
Would you tell, or would you ever be a ghostwriter?
Yeah, I'll be a ghostwriter.
Yeah, have you done that yet?
Nah, but I will.
Okay. You got to get that songwriter's check.
Yeah.
So what I like about you is that you can actually make songs.
Yeah.
And you can freestyle.
I've studied both for a while. Like, from the freestyling came from studying actual rap battles. Like, I really studied like people like Charlie Clips. I'm trying to think, like Sue Surf.
Ooh, Sue out of Newark, New Jersey.
Of course, like, I studied a lot of battle rappers, so it was like that's where like the bars came from. And then, of course, music. Like, I've just been studying that my whole life.
Have you ever thought about stepping into that world? Because it's a very competitive.
Battle rap?
Yes.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a whole different lane. I mean, I won't shy away. I won't shy away from nothing, because like, I'm confident in myself that if I'm put in that position with the pressure on, I'm gonna be able to do it for sure.
Wait, so you're that good freestyle? Because so when people freestyle, I always wonder, right? Because you can sit there and write your freestyle, and then it sounds fire, right? But how many people are really sitting there writing it and then locking it out? How many people are coming off the top?
Right.
So when it comes to you, what's the percentage? How much of it is off the top?
Majority of it.
You lie.
Nah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It comes from sitting in the basement, like the days that I was coming up with my friends. Like, I'm saying every single night, like, we was just running through beats, just freestyling, just like for fun. Like, we would get in the car, freestyle for fun, like all night. That's what we did. Instead of going out and like we would play basketball and all that, like every so often, but it was more like in the crib, like freestyling. Like, we love doing that, like, all day.
I used to do that too, but I'm not as good as you. We all have those moments when you get drunk and everybody's like doing 3 lines and freestyling, and you ciphering in the car, drunk as hell.
Right.
Like, but everybody's not becoming Drizzy P. Let's be clear.
Right. Nah, I just, I'm so passionate about this shit, so it's like I give this shit my all every single day.
So I was reading the comments.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of comparisons to Eminem.
Yeah, I seen them.
How do you feel about that? Because it's so complex. There's a race thing too, which you're what?
Puerto Rican and Italian.
That's what I thought, right? When I met you, you told me you were half Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So there's that. I'm like, well, the man's half Puerto Rican, so and M is not.
Right.
So, but how do you feel about those comparisons?
I mean, I'll take it because he's a legend. I mean, that's a crazy, like, the days in the basement, I would never think to ever hear myself being compared to Eminem. But at the end of the day, I feel like we're two different, like, completely different artists. Like, our sounds are way completely different. Like, just, like, because I make singing songs, too. Eminem doesn't really, sing. But yeah, I feel like we're on two totally different like lanes, to be real. But I see where the comparisons come from for sure.
I feel like if any rapper is white, Eminem's the bar.
Nah, yeah, they
like you
always,
just gonna get like Eminem.
Nah, for sure.
Like just because of your skin tone, it don't even like you half Spanish. Right. You know, you one of me. Yeah. So it's like I think that's what happens. But yeah, to your point, Eminem is a straight shooter with the bars,
for sure.
And you are very eclectic because you do have different genres that you can tap into. Yeah. Can you talk about how you're gonna develop each one of those? Because obviously, Young Money is a very urban brand. Right. It's hip hop all the way. How are you going to kind of make that transition to try to go into pop radio and do some of those things?
Well, so I took a little step back from the rapping right now. Like, we just dropped my EP 3 Sides out right now. That was more of a love tape, more of the melodic sound and stuff like that. It was actually supposed to come out on Valentine's Day, but I wanted to add more songs and clean it up a little bit, so we dropped it. I forget the date that we even dropped it, to be real. Yeah, March 19th we dropped it. And but I think like with different genres of music, I go through my moods. So it's like some days I'll be on, or no, like it'll be like months. Like for a month I'll be on R&B. Maybe next month I'll do like alternative, and the next month I'll be on rap. But I don't know, I'm weird. I'm super weird because I could be in a session and do an R&B song, do an alternative song, and then do a rap song in the same night. It's just weird.
I think it's reflective of how we consume music today. Right. Like people used to be very like, I only listen to this, I only listen to that. But now I think we're more aware because of social media and also like TikTok, you know, and also like YouTube. Mm-hmm. You know, I be finding out these songs on pop radio. I'll be like, this is my song. Like, you know, so I think you're really an artist that reflects how we consume music in today's, you know, internet age. Right. So, What's the goal now? Like you're going on tour. What's the next step for you?
Just continue not only becoming a better artist, but a better person every day. Continue to, you know, be positive.
I love that.
Just continue growing the brand. You know what I'm saying? Becoming bigger and, you know, continue growing my platform. And
how do you protect your energy? Because what happens is, you're out here, you're doing freestyles, you're getting a lot more people are interested in you, and it's almost like more people just start coming around, right? Yeah. How do you protect yourself at this point?
I don't allow a lot of people to be around me. Like, I keep the same people around me. Like, you can even ask him, I don't really like going out, like, at all. Like, I'm a studio junkie. Like, I love just being in the studio with probably around the same 3-5 people all the time. I don't let too many people around, because once you start bringing too many people around, too many energies collide, and some people might not have the same energy that you have for something, and it can mess up it could block your blessings.
Right. What's your ideal studio session? With who?
With who?
Yeah.
I love being in the studio with Wayne, and I know it might sound biased, but I love being in there because he always pushes me to go out the box and do different things. Like every time I'm in the studio with him, he gives me beats that he knows I normally wouldn't do, and he'll make me go like different directions on the beats that I normally wouldn't. So he always helps me grow as an artist.
That's so interesting.
And his work ethic is crazy and inspires me the fuck out of me. Sorry.
So does Wayne critique your freestyle? Like, is it like a Lil Wayne class? Like, here, let me give you this. Do what you do. And then he'll be like, okay, P, you should have done this. Or maybe, like, does he do that? How involved is he in the criticism part?
No, he's involved for sure. Like, I'll send him songs and he'll listen to them and say, oh, maybe you should put a bridge here, or maybe move this verse over here, put the hook here. Like, he's very involved. Sure.
That's so fire that you have that. Do you know how lucky you are?
No, it's a blessing for sure. I don't
Seriously.
take it for granted. I don't take it for granted.
I mean, this is like, you name a handful of rappers today, and maybe 80% will say that they're inspired by Lil Wayne. And for you to be in a studio, and he's literally like helping you craft your songs.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a blessing.
Just make sure you're in the moment when this is happening.
No, most definitely.
Yeah. So your project is out. It's an EP. It's called 3 Sides. So I wanted to kind of do something fun. Okay. Some people may be meeting you for the first time right now. Right. Can you describe some of your 3 sides? Like, what are your 3 sides to Drizzy P?
So, you mean for the EP or what?
No, for you as a person.
Like 3 sides
of you.
What? Okay. Well, 3 sides of me. Okay. So I feel like my number one side is probably quiet. When people get around me, they always say you're very quiet, just because I'm a very deep thinker. Like, I'm thinking about the future constantly. I'm thinking about what's next constantly. And I'm thinking about my dreams, like, very deeply every day. Second, I would say goofball, for sure. That's, like, another big side of me. And 3, it's just music. Like, that's my third side. Just constantly working, studying my craft every day, all day.
I love it. So you're going on tour. That's your own solo tour?
If I had to add 4, though, lover boy, though. I am a lover boy,
Here
though.
you go.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a lover boy. I'm not going to hide it.
Wait, but so when I was listening to your music, you said that you're a little bit toxic.
Very, yeah.
So are these love songs toxic love songs from Drizzy P?
I would say a good amount of them are. Yeah, a good amount of them are very
You and
toxic.
Drake need to hang out. You guys just need to, have fun, and go out together.
Yeah, I'm very toxic. A lot of the women in my life will tell you that too. I'm very toxic.
What sign are you?
Pisces.
You're not supposed to be toxic.
But I am. And see, I never say Pisces though, because every time I tell somebody Pisces, they're like, oh man, they automatically don't like me. I don't know what's wrong with Pisces.
My mother's a Pisces. Y'all good people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're non-confrontational.
I think it's just
but you hold stuff in. That's where the toxicity comes in. You hold it in, and then all of a sudden, you're wilding out. Like, just say something, yo. Right. Communicate. Talk to me.
Nah, most definitely. Yeah. That's a fact.
So the tour is your own solo tour?
No, it's Wayne's tour.
Wayne's tour.
Yeah.
What the? How did I miss that?
Yeah.
You're going. Wait, sir. Wait.
I thought you knew.
Clearly not. What?
Yeah.
Was that announced?
Yeah. He announced that like.
But he announced that you're on tour with him?
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't know that he had a tour.
No, of course. We were giving away tickets.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you were on his tour.
I think that we just that was like just figured out. Yeah.
So no one knows yet now.
No.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I was like, how did I miss this big piece of information?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you were talking about you didn't know I was on there or you.
I didn't know you
tour.
were on his tour.
Oh, yeah.
Who else is on his tour?
All the Young Money artists, the new Young Money artists. So me, Euro, Mellow Rax, Alan Kubas, Yash Cater, and Jay Jones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You better be good on this tour.
Of course.
All right? Don't get distracted.
Nah, I never.
Keep your circle tight.
Yeah.
Chill with the drinking and the partying and the smoking.
I don't drink or smoke.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You lie.
Nada.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because some people need enhancements.
I'm lit sober.
Good.
Yeah.
Your mom's listening too.
I know she is.
Talk about that relationship because I know you and your mom are close.
That's my rock. Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure. We bump heads all the time. But
what sign is she?
I actually don't know the signs, but her birthday is February 1st.
That's Aquarius.
Okay.
How you don't know your mama's sign?
I don't know signs at all. I just know I'm a Pisces. I actually just found out the other day that I'm a water sign. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, I'm a water sign, I guess.
Look, you need to learn it and then put it in your toxic R&B music, okay? So you're going to be like, I was a Pisces.
Right.
She was a Leo. It was off from the start. We should have never did it. Like something like that. Like, I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. But, man, touring with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, it's going to be
incredible.
Crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited to come to Philly, too.
Of course, this is your hometown.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, all your friends from Broomall going to come out. Like, I went to high school with that kid.
Yeah.
All right, I could talk to you forever. We're over here talking about your mom's sign. Shout out to Dion on the camera. Dion's like, wrap it up. Nobody cares about his mama's sign. I care. Mamas are important, okay? Right. Thank you, Drizzy P. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
And look, I'm gonna put your freestyle into the test.
Okay.
All right, we gonna get to that. It's Mina Saywhat. It's 100.3 Philly's R&B.